What's up, guys? It's your boy Swills here, and today we're going to be talking about the UFC main event that just happened tonight. Marvin Vettori challenging Israel Adesanya for the middleweight title belt. Going into this fight, I thought, Adesanya, he beat him the first time pretty handily. I thought Adesanya was going to win this one. I wasn't looking for an upset. I didn't think Vettori was going to really challenge him too much. And it's easy to say, oh, it looks like you're some kind of crazy psychic, ha ha ha. But that's what I thought, and that's exactly what happened. Adesanya just completely controlled the fight, and I don't like to say that he's a boring fighter, but it seems like the best fighters are the boring ones because they're the technical ones. They're the ones that know exactly what they're going to do. They know their game plan. Khabib, submission guy, grappling guy, doesn't really stand up, doesn't do too much striking. He knows what he's about. And Adesanya is the same thing. He's about the leg kicks, keeping the distance, being able to use the reach to his advantage. That's what Adesanya is good at. And Marvin Vettori stood no chance. Didn't come close to winning a round. The first round, you could perhaps maybe give it to Vettori. I'm not. Adesanya won all 5 rounds for me. One of the most dominant title victories, title defenses I've seen in recent memory. Vettori just did not look good at all, to be honest with you. He was not really pressuring Adesanya. He was in this, for a guy that was spent the entire fight in the center of the octagon, had the opportunity to push the issue, to press the pace, get him up against the cage and put him where he wants. He did none of it. He half threw his punches. He didn't put anything behind them, no conviction behind his throws. He would throw a 1-2 and then back off towards the center again. It was almost like he was afraid to get counter-punched or counter-kicked in the head. That's what it seemed like to me. His takedown attempts were, some of them were okay. Further into the fight, he just didn't put much effort into it. Looked like after the 3rd round, he just wanted to survive. He didn't want to gas out. He was already gassed out. He was already gassed out by the end of the 3rd round. And he just was trying to hold on. That's all he was trying to do. And I hate when fighters do that. I understand, not everybody wants to go out on their shield. But, it's clear that you lost 4 rounds in a row. Try to do something in the 5th round. Give the fans something. Give yourself something. Give yourself some dignity. There's no dignity in that. But for Adesanya, fantastic takedown defense. Coming off a loss versus Jan Blachowicz, where he looked really bad in the takedown defense, and spent a lot of time on his back in that fight. This was a good bounce back. He was incredible takedown defense, I would say. It looked like for one moment, I think it was in the 2nd or the 3rd round, Vettori could have got him in a rear naked choke, and it was looking a little bit worrisome for Adesanya for a moment there, but quickly got out of it, and he was just so impressive tonight, Adesanya. I would almost go as to say flawless. He was so fantastic. His leg kicks, reminiscent of Paulo Costa, reminiscent of Yoel Romero. That's his thing. And I don't understand why these fighters continue to allow this to happen. They don't check the kicks. They don't try to dodge the kicks. They try to eat them and think that, how many leg kicks can he possibly throw before he takes my legs out? Clearly, this is an issue. Whoever steps up next, whoever it'll be, needs to do something about these leg kicks. You need to close the distance. You have to be aggressive. This is a fighter that you have to take risks against. You can't sit back. You can't let him do his thing. And, it's easy for me to say because I'm sitting in my chair in my room. I'm not a fighter. I'm not out in the ring or in the octagon. But it's true. One of these guys needs to just go ballistic, to be honest with you, on Israel Adesanya. Throw him off his game. He's hardly ever pressured that much to the point where he's on his back foot. He's never on the back foot. Jan Blachowicz took him down, did some takedown stuff. It seemed like Vettori tried it and was completely unsuccessful. So we need a guy who's going to come in and is going to be aggressive. Whether or not he gets knocked out 5 seconds into the fight, we have yet to see. But that's what we need. But Adesanya is building his resume more and more every fight to be considered one of the greatest mixed martial artists ever, one of the greatest UFC fighters ever. I don't think he's quite there yet. I think he still has quite a ways to go. There are still a lot of fights in the lineup, especially the one perhaps against John Jones that could form at some point. That's a big one. But, you know, if he continues on this trajectory, Israel Adesanya is going to go down as one of the greatest. And he deserves it. Look at the way he dominates these fights. You know what I mean? So, that's my thoughts on the fight. I was going to do the one against the YouTube and TikTokers, but I could not be bothered to do that. I could not be bothered to do that. Let me know if you want me to make a video about that in the comments down below, because I didn't really watch many of the fights. I was out most of the time. And I only caught this UFC main event. I didn't see the fights before it, but yeah. Boring fight, technical fight, but that's what wins. Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.